665, and they will give you all of the information about their flotil without any problem at all. Be happy to do it. You know, I did say that I did mention that I was kind of offbeat as far as having some current fishing news, but I did say that there was some cobia out at the towers and various wrecks. Well, I got that information firsthand. I got a phone call today, and I want to tell you, we got the real red hot information. And with that in mind, I'm going to introduce my guest tonight. On my immediate left is Mike Hatch of Isles of Capri and Iowa. Right. Welcome aboard, Mike.
Well, thank you, Red. Glad to be here.
Good. And who's this handsome young fellow there next to you? I believe that's your son, Mike Hatch Jr., right?
Correct.
And you're out of Goose Lake, Iowa. Right. And why don't you just tell us a little bit about what happened yesterday, right? Was it yesterday?
It was yesterday afternoon.
What was it?
Well, we were fishing out at the towers, and we got into a school of cobia, and I tossed a grunt out into a school of about a dozen, and the biggest one must have hit it. And we were able to get him in.
Now you were telling me you had quite a time keeping him clear of the tower, and how did you work that? You pulled the boat away, or?
J.R. Rossetti, he was up on the bridge running the boat, and he got us away. Fortunately, the cobia didn't get wrapped around those legs on the tower. He pretty well stayed straight, and then he got me away from the tower.
Yeah, pulled the cobia.
Well, I'll tell you what, that cobia, he was like a torpedo.
They are. They're tough fish.
Strong. As strong a fish, pound for pound, as I've ever had on.
Now, Mr. Rossetti, Captain Rossetti, he runs Dennis Smith's charter boat, I believe, the KD.
That's correct.
And he runs it for Dennis. Dennis, when he gets time, he runs it every now and then. He's been around for a long time. And you were using a live grunt for bait.
Yep.
Were you free lining the bait out, or did you have it on a cork, or?
No, I didn't have, it was free line.
Just free line.
I just tossed it out in the middle of the school. They were about, 20 yards away.
We got a couple of pictures of it. It was 5 foot 3 inches long.
Yep.
Weighed 88 pounds. Yeah, it's a big cobia. I'll tell you, maybe we can pop those pictures up. It took you how long to get that thing?
Oh, probably 15 minutes.
I think I've got
but
one
he
picture.
fought to the end.
I've got one picture while you're looking for the pictures. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and get this one, Katie, and have it ready. That's it after you got it in the boat. Got broad shoulders, hasn't he, man? That's a big one. Fantastic. What's the other picture there? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we'll pop this one up. Katie's got this one. That's a nice shot. Isle Capri, Pelican Bend Marina, and they bring a lot of fish in there. You know, they do a pretty good job, the guys over there. No doubt about that. There's the other picture.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah, okay.
That's J.R. Rossetti there.
Yeah, and the happy angler.
Yep.
And the happy angler. Is that the biggest cobia you've caught so
Yes.
far? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, but you've caught larger fish.
Yeah, I've caught larger fish, but that's the biggest cobia.
What's the largest fish you caught so far?
275-pound black marlin.
Black marlin?
Okay. Caught a couple of those.
Now, your son caught some fish yesterday, too. Tell us a little bit about what you did.
Yeah, I flipped a live bait out there to school with two cobias. They were kind of circling each other, and one peeled off and took the bait. Unfortunately, it went right down into the legs on the tower and
Clean your
got
cloth? Well, you know, those barracuda are really a pain. They're a lot of fun to catch. They fight and they jump and they really go to town, but they get to be a little bit of a nuisance sometimes. There's no doubt about that. Why don't we do this? We'll go ahead and continue to open up the phone lines, 1-800-595-9210. Maybe you've been out there and found some fish at the towers, or maybe some kingfish. I haven't had any reports of kingfish or Spanish mackerel. I know there's got to be some out there. Did you see any birds working out there yesterday at all, coming in and going?
No, I don't believe so.
Didn't see anything? No. There ought to be time for that. Let's go for a break. We'll come back, talk a little bit more about the fishing, and take your calls if you'd like to give us a call.
The moment you first step aboard a Grady White at Naples Boat Mart, you become...
You guys going to go out? You going to go back out there and try to get a bigger one?
I think so. We went out today, but we didn't go for the cobia.
You didn't? Okay.
I think we're going to let it rest today, though.
Let it rest a while.
The sun kind of beat us up 2 days in a row.
Yeah, it looks like you guys are a little sunburned there. Yeah. Okay, well, we really appreciate y'all coming up tonight and showing us the pictures. I know it was a big thrill to get those fish. A lot of fun. Thank you for coming.
Okay, thank you, Red.
On behalf of our sponsors, I want to take this opportunity to thank you people for being with us every Monday evening. Without you, we wouldn't have a program. You're the most important part of this program, that's for sure. And we will be back next week with our trip, our cruise. We went to Cozumel, we went to Belize, fished both those locations. It was a little slow. And we went to an island called Roytan. And we found out a couple things about traveling on cruise ships that you're not going to believe. And I'm going to pass this information on to you in case you go on a cruise. You might not be held hostage on a cruise ship. Well, I'm going to do some more research on it, though, before I open my big mouth next Monday. You have a good evening, and we'll really look forward to seeing you next Monday evening.